What if we used computer microchips in humans? We're well aware that the world is becoming increasingly connected. From our phones to our cars, technology continues to get smarter and effective. Have you ever thought if there exists a technology that allows you to do all the cool stuff right from your body without a third party? We finally discovered a revolutionary technology that allows you to interact with technological gadgets. So, let's talk about the captivating technology in detail. What are human computer chips? Human computer chip implants are typically integrated circuit devices that are inside a silicate glass and implanted within the body of a human being. They are also called microchips. This type of implant usually contains a unique ID number that can be linked to information on an external database, such as personal biodata, law enforcement, medical reports, allergies, contacts, etc. These microchips are around the size of a grain of rice and are extensively studied and researched by different companies and institutions like Microchips, Stratrodes, Synchrony, and Neuralinks. These experimentations aim at making these chips more available to humans and eradicating risk and fears of complications. Examples of human computer chips include brain microchips, skin microchips, and tooth implants. Before we proceed, let's discuss each of these microchips. What are tooth microchips? Tooth implants are mini sensors that can be mounted directly on a tooth to facilitate wireless communication with an external device, most of the time a mobile phone. The information transmitted includes the intake of glucose, salt, and alcohol. This enables real-time monitoring of what goes into our bodies and the amount of such substances consumed. Tooth implants is the ID card you will never lose or leave behind unless your teeth fall out. Before its development, forensic scientists find it hard to identify bodies after natural disasters or terrorist attacks. The process usually takes a longer time to identify dead bodies, sometimes inaccurate. Tooth chips were developed to solve this problem because they are hard, don't burn, and can survive for hundreds of thousands of years without being destroyed. As a result, it makes them a perfect spot on the body to embed microchips for identification. ID chips can carry information such as a person's nationality, date of birth, gender, and national identification number, which can be read after death. Guy Polman, a dental researcher at the University of Louvain, drilled a hole into a tooth and inserted the chip. After insertion, it was reported the tooth withstood normal biting force without falling out, explaining skin microchips. These are inserted on or under the skin. There are two types. We have dermal implants and subdermal implants. The dermal implants are placed on the skin, although invisible to the eyes. On the other side, subdermal implants are embedded under the skin with the aid of a bioglass chip injected under the skin. Skin implants are used for identification, medical tracking, contactless payment, and authorization to facilities and buildings. You might be wondering why you need tooth implants for identification when you can have them on your skin. In serious disasters, body parts do get destroyed, but a tooth will not be cracked as pointed out earlier. For this reason, it's best to have a tooth implant. Unbelievably, skin microchip implants help in childbirth control. Nexplanon is a skin microchip that is used in childbirth control. It is a rod-like device that is placed under the skin of your arm to prevent pregnancy. These microchips, about 4 centimeters long, release a hormone called progestin into the female bloodstream to prevent the ovary from releasing eggs. It also thickens the mucus in the crevice, which blocks sperm from swimming near an egg. These microchips last for 3 years, then replaced by a medical specialist. According to some sources, statistics revealed it is 99% effective in birth control, with no unauthorized egg fertilization and few side effects ranging from mood swings to slight headaches, but nothing serious. For now, a revolutionary development in skin microchips centers around the applications explained earlier. However, they are not limited as further research is being carried out to unveil more applications. Now, let's discuss brain microchips. When it comes to brain microchips, we think of Elon Musk's company, Neuralink, and their goal to cure brain disorders and infections. Well, a brain microchip is a new technology that can correct neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's, epilepsy, and obsessive-compulsive disorders in patients. Sounds like science fiction. But in a few years from now, These technologies will be fully developed to cure most brain diseases. How do brain microchips work? Medical experts and technologists observe the brain and find that neurons are responsible for processing information in the brain. They communicate with other body parts in the form of electrical signals. For example, when you need to walk, the neurons help your brain process the activity and respond by sending electrical signals to your legs. It's time to walk. These signals are more like Morse code. The inability of a brain part to function well means the neurons are malfunctioning. Now here's where the microchips come into play. They interact with neurons present in the brain. Their main aim is to manipulate the electrical signals being processed by the neurons for better performance. These implants are surgically inserted into the skull by medical experts. In addition, brain microchips can also stimulate the spinal cords. This enables people with spinal cord dysfunction to move, stand, and walk short distances. Also, brain chips enable amputees to control robotic arms and legs using their thoughts. Future predictions hold that brain chips can be so advanced that it makes it possible to read and edit a person's thoughts and treat heart failures, strokes, obesity, depression, migraine, etc. People have concerns about the privacy and safety of the users. In addition, the cost and future harm the implants can cause to the body technology used in human microchips. Passive radio frequency identification technology, RFID, is employed in manufacturing human microchips. RFID has a humble beginning in World War II. Back then, it was used to identify Allied airplanes. Radio frequency identification is a technology that communicates via electromagnetic waves to an object known as the transponder for identification and tracking purposes. Passive RFID technology allows lifetime use without the need for a power source. The magnetic field from its reader can power the chip. Multiple methods are used to embed the device into humans. These methods range from placing the microchip implants in a syringe or piercing under the flesh. What are the disadvantages of these microchips? For starters, microchips are vulnerable to malware attacks by hackers. Hackers could improve their hacking skills to access private and financial information and medical records of individuals. On another side of the decline curve comes intrusive surveillance. Citizens are prone to being monitored and tracked wherever they go. Information from RFID is easily obtained. Everyday movement of citizens could be monitored and exploited for personal purposes. In addition, there might be medical complications. For now, potential complications are somewhat unknown, but there's clarity that infections related to computer microchips can be as a result of improper implantation technique or corrosion of implant elements. The effects of corrosion in these microchips are usually obvious, resulting in tenderness, discoloration of the skin, and slight inflammatory response. The microchip manufacturers boast of the chip's ability to save lives. Letting doctors examine patients' medical records faster, however, there has been controversy that neither the company nor FDA mentioned the 1990 experiment that yielded malignant tumors in some lab mice and rats with microchip implants. The researcher Dr. Kyoto revealed the microchips were the cause of the tumor. However, some medical professionals and cancer specialists argue that it does not apply to humans. Also, the microchip is incompatible with medical equipment like MRIs. The pros of microchips in humans. On the dark side are the concerns and disadvantages mentioned earlier, but on the other end of the spectrum, computer microchips offer a wide range of benefits from medicine to finance and security. In medicine, microchips allow medical records to be embedded within a patient, eliminating the time wasted to access medical records during emergencies. Also, this ensures a third party does not have access to your medical records as it is embedded within you. It is also used to protect dementia patients by tracking their movements should they wander. Babies would no longer be mixed up during birth. Microchips implanted during birth negate the inability to match babies to their real parents. For better security, microchips are inserted into individuals, making them the only source of authorization for their properties like vehicles and buildings. In the end, implanted microchips are becoming more common as they are useful across many industries, from medical tracking to security. As of today, more than 5,000 Swedes have microchip implants in their thumbs to serve as their new swipe card or credit card. Also, over 100,000 people globally have received deep brain stimulation, DBS implants, to help treat movement disorders associated with Parkinson's disease. Engineers are optimally pushing the boundaries for what's technically possible. We can't wait to see what else this device can do in the future. Would you opt for an implant? Do you think its advantages outweigh the disadvantages and it should be fully supported by the government? Or rather, it should be aborted? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.